Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are fine. Today we are going to start our new topic, that is Tiger, and this poem is written by William Blake. This poem represents the qualities, characteristics and features of a tiger. The poet wonders that how beautifully God has crafted his creation. Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forests of the night, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? In the first stanza, the poet says that the tiger is burning bright in the forests of the night. The line means that the tiger, which is in the forest, is burning like fire, or in other words, looking like yellow fire in the dead of the night. The burning bright light also reflects the tiger's bright yellow color that makes it look fierce. In the third line, the poet raises a question, which is the immortal hand or eye, which is capable of framing or building its fearful symmetry. The poet, in a way, appreciating the power of God, who can create such a fearful structure and bear its appearance. The man can neither create it nor can bear its appearance due to fear. In what distant deeps or skies burn the fire of thine eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hand dare seize the fire? In the second stanza, the poet talks about the eyes of the tiger. He wonders from which distance the fire has been brought and put into the eyes of the tiger. The fire has been brought either from sky or from deep oceans, because it cannot be an ordinary fire of the world, but divine one, which makes the eyes of the tiger so fierce. In the third line, the poet wonders which were those wings that took him to those distant areas. Similarly, which were the hands which dared to catch the divine fire? So, in the first two lines, he appreciates the fire, and in the third and fourth lines, he appreciates the wings and hands of the Creator. And what shoulder and what art could twist the sinews of thy heart? And when thy heart began to beat, what dread hand and what dread feet? In the third stanza, the poet talks about the heart of the tiger. He wonders what kind of the shoulders and the art of the Creator would have, which twist the muscle of the tiger's heart. Here, the poet is praising the power and amazing art of God, which helped him creating tiger's heart. In the third line, he is amazed by thinking how powerful Creator's hands and feet are, which made him stand in front of the tiger when its heart began to beat. In this stanza, the poet seems to praise the Creator's physical power, daring nature, and his jaw-dropping art. What the hammer, what the chain? In what furnace was thy brain? What the anvil, what dread grasp dare its deadly terrors clasp? In the fourth stanza, the poet praises the brain of the tiger. He wonders which hammer, chain, anvil, and furnace the Creator would have used to create the brain of the tiger. These tools are used by the ironsmith to create solid and heavy items. The brain of the tiger for the poet is no less than iron. Hence, he thinks about the divine tools used to create the brain of such a deadly animal. Again, the poet wonders how powerful would the grasp of the Creator, which could hold the deadly brain of this animal. When the stars threw down their spears and watered heaven with their tears, did he smile his work to see? Did he who made the lamb make thee? In this stanza, the poet tends to compare this deadly animal to the lamb, which is meek, innocent, and quite opposite to the former. In addition, He says that when God created the tiger, the stars were so frightened by the tiger's sight that they accepted their defeat and threw down their weapons and made the sky wet with their tears. In the third line, the poet wonders, would God have smiled after creating tiger, as it was beyond words for satanic forces? He again thinks, is he the same who created the lamb, because the latter is quite innocent and meek, while the former is deadly enough to frighten the Satan. Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forests of the night, what immortal hand or eye dare frame thy fearful symmetry? The final stanza is the repetition of the first one. The only word changing here is dare instead of could, which is quite significant. In the first stanza, the poet seems to be less amazed by the power of the tiger and God, but after going through all the features of the tiger, he wonders it is only God who can dare to create such a beautiful and fearful animal. This was really an amazing and interesting poem. Now let's see what is the main idea of the poem. The main theme of William Blake's poem, The Tiger, is creation and origin. The speaker is amazed to see the fearsome qualities and raw beauty of the tiger, and he wonders whether the same creator could have also made the lamb. The Lamb is also another poem of William Blake. He wonders where such qualities come from and knowledge in creating powerful forces, including those that are dangerous or evil. I am sure, students, you have understood well about this poem. I really enjoyed reading this poem with you. I hope you will also enjoy that. See you in the next lesson. Have a nice time.